Shazian, and this is Shaziyagi. I'm really, really sorry for the glare in my glasses. Unfortunately, it can't be helped much unless I do this, so I guess I'll turn my head like this. I won't. Anyway, so I will be speaking today about my clothing. Not what I'm wearing at this moment, but my clothing in general. Shortly after I became 21, I began asking myself why I dress the way I do. This was brought on by the fact that I was sitting waiting for my friends. I was waiting for them at the corner of a street. I was just sitting down, but I was in pain because my skirt was super tight. Like, I have a small waist, but I managed to have a small waist, big hips. But I managed to get a skirt that killed my stomach to no end. So in order to breathe, I had to elongate my stomach. I couldn't just sit normally. And as I was sitting there, I was wondering to myself, why am I torturing myself like this? Why am I doing that? And I couldn't figure out the reason. So then I asked myself, why do other people dress the way they do? And the answer that I came to was people dress the way they do for others to look at them, for others to, be impressed by them, for others to manipulate how others think about them. Basically, that would be the reason. And I decided then and there that I wouldn't put myself through the torture because I didn't think I should. And so I stopped caring about what people thought about my dress. And so I just began wearing absolutely anything. Fast forward to 2016, and I'm in a different place where I dress differently than how I would at home. Because at home, I wear only skirts and blouses, basically. It's always summer, so I can wear the same thing, same type of clothing all the time. But here, as the weather changes, you have more playing with the fashions. That's one. Two, people here dress up a lot more often. So for instance, we go to class at 8:30. Then there's a break. Let's say there's a break at 11:45. And the guys go home. Guys and girls, but we'll talk about the guys. And they come back for a class that's at 1:40, sorry. And they've changed, literally, they've changed their clothes. They haven't just like thrown on a different shirt. They've changed their entire outfit. And this to me is like really strange, but it's basically the same for the girls. Most of the girls have back-to-back classes, so I won't speak about that. What I will say is that so they go to school and you say, oh, let's go to the mall. They're like, yeah, sure. I just have to go home. And they go home and they change, again, their entire outfit. And these are I almost said Inostranze, which is also wrong, but these are the foreign students. These aren't the Russians. I don't know how the Russians do it. I think they change their clothing just as often, if not more often. And also, I think the Russians are, oddly enough, more dressed up. And so that doesn't put pressure on me to dress up, but I noticed it. And then I had, I spoke to a few friends of mine, well, two persons. One's more of a friend, one's an acquaintance. And the point about why I dress the way I do came out, and one of the reasons, in addition to me having changed my mind about wanting to dress for people, is that I try to dress so that I am inconspicuous And the point that both individuals made was, how do you know you're inconspicuous with the way you dress? And I was like, huh, interesting. And I actually think I'm more conspicuous because I dress in a way that's unlike other people. And it's really strange because I stand out because I'm taller than most people and my skin color is a bit darker and I'm a bit thicker than most people, so I stand out on like 3 levels. And then I wear I wear clothing that's really, really, really laid back, and not just laid back, also a bit clumsy. And I wouldn't say it's not fashionable. It's just that how I put things together doesn't make them look pleasing. So if they were like simply there, they're pleasing. But when I put them on, I put them on like things that clash. And so I decided that I would begin dressing more fashionably, in a sense. Why am I making this change? In addition to everything I've said already, I'm also making this change because as I was thinking about all of this, it came to mind that, or rather, I was thinking to myself one day as I was throwing on my clothes, I like looked down at myself. I'm like, oh, like this looks so horrible. I thought to myself, and then the follow-up thought was, I'm so happy I don't have to look at myself all day. Then I thought, oh wow, wow, other people are gonna have to be looking at me and enduring this torture all day. I thought to myself, and I was like, isn't that really mean? Isn't the word I thought to myself. I can't remember what word I used, but it's really, really strange. And then, it led up to, people's impressions and of a person, Not that I'm not one of the persons who sees someone and simply labels them as something because of how they dress or how they look, but it would be nice to be appealing to people's eyes, not attractive in a sexual way, but simply appealing, because I like to look at people and I find people and their bodies and their clothing appealing, and it would be nice if I could return that favor to people, not in a way that makes me feel uncomfortable, but simply a favor, like a smile. Someone smiles at you and you return the smile. Like that. I'll smile with my clothing. And in making this decision, I decided I wanted to dress differently. However, I have a tendency to put things together that are really chunky. And I got some help from my roommate who dresses rather well in a really simple, laid back, yet a very fashionable way. And we went into the store and I told her what I would have chosen, and so she told me the areas which weren't exactly for my body, which I got that, because I would have bought those clothing. Then when I came home, I'd be like, ugh, this makes me look so but I still would wear it out. And so today when I went to the store, just to look around, I looked at a bunch of things, and I looked at the things that I would like to wear, which I like to see, and also like match them with how I think they would look on my body in relation to, I didn't go into the dressing room. I hate doing that stuff. Anyway, in addition to that, immediately before I went to the store, I also looked online to look for casual chic styles and how to dress in that way, and I took the tips they gave, like not getting things with too much graphics, doing simple, having a set color palette, but also having like one standout color and things like that, and it was really useful. Yeah, it was really useful. Today I wore a black top, close fitted, with black tights and cardigan, and I felt really comfortable, minus my shoes. I have to get new shoes, but I felt super comfortable, and I just feeling as confident as I did, just I think changed my entire perspective about everything else, and because of that, today just felt really good. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, show your reaction at the bottom. If you would like to be updated, please subscribe. And also, if you have tips for a girl like me, and a girl like me means someone who likes laid back styles, because I don't like to have to do too much work. So something that's styles that are comfortable, but also look sophisticated. And so we know I'm 36, 33, 46. And my length is waist to whatever down there is 35. I'm kind of tall. Small top, large bottom. We get it. If you have tips on clothing styles that you think would suit me, it's kind of winter, springish. It's snowing now. Leave links below, leave comments below, leave help below. Thank you for watching. Annyeong, baka, bye.